Hi, this is Tracy from Girls to Grow, and I thought I would stop in here this morning and share with you some thoughts on a quote that my husband shared with me. It's been several years ago now, and it's actually from the legendary basketball coach, John Wooden. And the quote he said is, "Make each day your masterpiece." So I just thought we'd talk about that for a few minutes, and I wanted to share 7 tips for making each day your masterpiece. The first tip is remember that a masterpiece is made up of many small strokes. I know that I have found as a wife and a mother that many weeks it seems like the days are filled with just small things that I need to do, taking care of things around the house, errands to run, and it can seem like I'm not doing anything very big or important, but I think it's helpful for us to remember that a masterpiece, just as a painting is made up of many small strokes, a book that's a great work that people love to read, it's made up of words and sentences that just come one at a time. So I think as we do the little things in life and we make those are important when we look back after a year, 2 years, 10 years, we can see that all the small things we did actually made up the work that is our life. The second tip is related. It's do your best at every task. And again, when we're doing a lot of those small things, we're tempted to just rush through. And sometimes there is a time to say, okay, well, that's good enough. But for the things we're doing for our homes and for our families, and especially as we serve the Lord in those areas, we want to make sure that we are doing our best in a way that will bring honor and glory to God. Thirdly, I think it's important for us to remember that God's given us the ability to produce something beautiful. We're each here for a purpose, and our life, when we look back, it is a masterpiece, and we want to do each part of it as unto the Lord and know that He gives us the ability, the things that we need to do each day. He will empower us as we ask Him to do those things. Fourthly, this is a very simple one. A way to make each day our masterpiece is just to be kind. Be kind to the people in our house, to our husbands, to our children, to the people we meet as we're out and about, we're doing our errands, we're checking out at the grocery store, we're in traffic. All of those, we have many opportunities every day where we can choose just to be kind and not to focus on ourselves, but to focus on other people. Number 5, take time for God. The most important thing we can do if we're going to make our life a masterpiece is every day to spend time with God. There's nothing more important we can do than getting to know Him better, because as we do that, He's going to change us, make us into more of what He would have us to be. Number 6, use your time wisely. And I think there's certainly a time to just relax, to take it easy, but I do think we need to be intentional with our time. If we're going to make the most of the time that God has given us, then we want to be intentional and just set a plan and have a purpose for our time and not just waste it. As I know for me, it's certainly easy to just sit down and scroll through Instagram or do things that aren't really productive, that are just wasting time. So I think it's important if we're going to make our life a masterpiece that we're intentional with our time. And then number 7, focus on right now. We can't change the past and we can't predict the future. So the most important thing is to live in the present, to do those things that we know that we're called to do today to impact the people that God puts in our path, that things we look at as interruptions, but that He has put into our lives each day so that we can have an impact on other people. So just remember, each day when we get up in the morning, it's a blank canvas, but God has something for us to accomplish. And at the end of our lives, I'm sure we all want to look back and be able to say, wow, I didn't see it at the time. I didn't see all the little things that were going to add up, but God certainly, because of Him, I was able to be used to help other people and to grow to be more like Him. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.